You know, Shalom people, today November 22nd, 2022. November 22, 2022. Of course, with me right now in a cash box. We cannot start this message late, so it might not be too long. Because when I reach our place, I get forget to work immediately on something when I forget going. So it not be too long, but because we don't get comrade and everybody else, me and cash box nobody here, we will discuss just maybe one or two issues, particularly so the press release from Honorable Chernoba of APC as the leader of the opposition. Very, very weak press release. Lack anything but nothing. It's very vague and it's empty. And, in as much as the effort is there, but that is not what we look for now at this particular point. This is crunch time. Time is not on our side anymore. What we look for now from Honorable Cherry Coco of the APC party, and for the summon people to parliament. We talk about that, and then we read the interview of Lawyer Rashid. Lawyer Rashid is a guy where, with everything that he's been doing when it comes to human rights, I have so much respect. I remember one interview we do in the American Embassy with Sarah Van Horn, they, talked about the human rights and, very, very poignant guy. He hits the point straight to the head. And the interview we give recently, so the AYV or 98.1, catch you go correct me if I'm wrong. It was AYV, okay. And what I get from that is these, the country soil. When you listen to that interview, you get to understand the undertone of a lot of these guys. People, I want some people to understand, APC supporters. What happened inside APC was a coup plot, was an overthrow of a legal executive. Again, I challenge every legal scholar in Sierra Leone. Say, let PPRC chairman come out and show we a correspondence, anything of any sort. Usai declared the executive of former President Nkrumah Empire and said they were illegal. There is none. There is none. So first of all, I challenge Lawyer Rashid on that premise alone. For the interview we give, they challenge all the institutions where they cause the problems of the APC. But inside they implicate himself because it shows say they are the people that will support the coup within the APC. Now the people that will support Alfred Peter Conte within the APC. How you go say there was no democracy inside APC? Show me who say the executive of former President Nkrumah was illegal. Una show me. People like Lawyer Rashid, I expect much from you guys. You guys are young. Una get a long way for go.
Ibrahim again, saying that, does it have the balls to even say that to the SLPP, that the SLPP not democratic?
No!
I mean, the series of things they wouldn't do. Beat Kande Yumkela, to Sumana campaign, to peace for Kande Yumkela Imama, look get by certain people within the SLPP political party. Does it have the balls to say that the SLPP isn't democratic?
All of a sudden now President Nkrumah was not democratic. The most peaceful president was Salon get, because when Lawyer Rashid sit on the radio yonder, they talk say there was no democracy in APC. Then it shows in the tell we say I supported Alfred Peter Conte in the faction to be a part of the overthrow of the executive. And they challenge every legal scholar again say, and this is going to be tested at some point. Fisher in ruling was unconstitutional. There was no legal basis for Fisher to go to the extent of dissolving the legally constituted organ executive of the APC party and they challenge any legal scholar. These are the things we'll go talk about in this short audio we do so today, myself and Cashbox Naya. But I'll begin with Honorable Cherry Coco in press release. Cashbox, me and you, now cry who they can cry. Now social media with the raise points with the talk. We don't get no, we don't get no legal powers. We don't get no immunity. We have no protection. Like we're Honorable Chino Majuba, the leader of the opposition, one of the most powerful men in Sierra Leone. He gets section 86.2, Cashbox. 86.2, my brother. Cash, come in for me for a second while I deal with this.
Thank you, Ibrahim. You see, the problem with Salon people today, therefore expect more people in the chat talk,
Hey, how are you?
Don't say, say it's all about, like Cherry Coco, like why what did Cherry Coco do and all that. Guys, how on earth an opposition leader in the parliament they call for an audit into like ECSL when you have the power for kind of like call this guy for make us sit down before you. Could you look me and look you? I ask you questions then. They tell me for go audit like the ECSL? Why would you be calling for auditing when it be say you get the powers, the oversight, you get the oversight money when they give on that?
swear
You
to
have
God.
the power of oversight.
I swear to God.
Walk into this institution. Not only walk in there, in fact, you even make big man. You say, I don't go meet you. You can't meet me. Now you they tell me, say, we're going to call for an independent audit. Can you not call this guy and ask him question? And you say walk into it and go do your inspection for yourself. The Constitution gives you that power, Ibrahim.
Absolutely, Kashi. Kashi, when you look at Section 105 of the Constitution, it says Parliament is the supreme legislative authority in Sierra Leone.
Absolutely.
NEC was enacted by an act of Parliament. Hey, boy, Cherry Coco, we are not stupid. Let them fool people. Kashi, you let me Cherry Coco write that press release. Now for a newspaper headline them. Watch this morning now.
Yes.
Watch the newspaper headline. It's not like, bah. Watch for the newspaper headlines now. Cherry Coco talk tough. The leader of the opposition talk tough. APC opposition leader talk tough. That's what the headline again for it now. Nonsense.
Yes.
Empty.
Yes.
Nothing there.
But, come on, Ibrahim. How long? You see, people have feels. I didn't tell you today. Now that they going to be. Oh, I don't know what they're passing Cherry Coco. This guy left for put empty spoon on people a month. The last time, what did he tell me? Oh, in the Guinea government, 2 weeks. Like for make the undo the PR system. In fact, the top 7 people didn't talk about them anymore. It came now and change in tongue now from the press to the press release. And it's yesterday, like I said, I see press release today where it say it puts a like the parliament in office like
Kashi. Kashi, that's the only one me they honor. I honor that press release. I make I even put it on my live because if I WhatsApp people, I didn't touch her. I didn't touch her because it's illegal.
The other one will get some. Or what happen if one kind of like create this scene, so it go right up, then he talk like a senator India. You see, Ibrahim, aside with the games of Salon people politicians then, these people do not mean well for Salon. Cherry Coco, for God's sake, look, again, when you talk Ibrahim, section 105, Parliament that is supreme. The word supreme means the highest legislative body. Una can work in. Una get like all that power of oversight. Una can even call the ECSL man, come to Parliament. Why do you call for independent audit? Call the guy first, ask them questions, but then you get the basis for which you are called for independent audit. You cannot just call blindly and say, oh, I call for like an audit, like for the ECSL. Oh, wait.
Kashi, it's a waste of time calling for an audit. Exactly. It is a waste of time. Go straight to the point. Call the man. Public hearing, public testimony. If I testify in front of Sierra Leoneans, how then delete 250,000 names?
Thank you. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you.
No, you're good.
If they take auditor general, they sack him. They get the cook of audits. Whose audit family you will ever trust that salon?
None.
And you as a parliamentarian, we get the people. You get the heart of the people. Why can't you do your work yourself? You get the power for audit any department who you want. Any department who you want. Ask the question. If even you don't get the know-how as to how auditing, call for an expert. May they help you out. Don't sit here and come, they tell we must say, oh, we call for an independent audit into like the ECSL. No, sir. You get the power. You are the supreme legislative body and you are the opposition leader.
And Kashi, not only that, if Abbas Bundu, because these are lazy arguments, the speaker, they allow we for bring we proposals them to the well of parliament. The speaker, they allow we get section 86.2, we say not more than less than 20% of the members of parliament can ask for a meeting with the speaker.
And the
speaker shall within 14 days honor that call. Within 14 days, Cherry Coco, 86.2. It didn't have the constitution. Now, when they say, hey, Salon constitution, this, that, lie. That constitution, to God, they work. Effective. Now, people know they use the constitution for they serve the purpose of the democracy, for save with constitution, for save with democracy, for save with society, for save with people, for giving people the civil liberties and the political rights, them. When we talk about MCC and all of this stuff. So, Cherry Coco, that nonsense, it's over. Salon people, I want to wake up. It's about time Sierra Leoneans understand, Kashi. They don't understand. Say these guys are playing games with us. Then guys, they're not sincere to anything that is actually happening. I swear to God, they're not sincere, Kashi. Because if Cherry Coco was sincere...
If people, let me say, for once, like, they're sincere. But do these guys really understand? For sincere, because that's what it. Either they're sincere but they don't understand, or like they don't see entirely.
Kashi, Kashi.
Because I'm not going to draw a conclusion now. You know what I mean? Because,
right.
You know, like, but the point is, stop playing games. These people have been telling you this about like, come on, Jerry Coco, you are a young guy, full of potential. For all that country there, you could have make you market in there if you be serious. People then the face themselves, we just have a go at you. No, if you had listened on this one when they talk to you, trust me, you could have been a better person right now. You would not be a better leader right now.
Hey,
but no, you sit down the sycophants them for dance with you, say, oh, they just want to have a go at you. Necessarily. No, Jericho, if we sit down, go, pen, paper and pen, let's tick the box and see if everything we've said, if we don't kind of like go against you, like, you know, something way unwarranted. Please, come on, Ibrahim.
Kashi,
why do we have to go after Jerry Coco? Why? What is the reason for that?
One, because he's a very important personality. Let me go after him. It's very important. It's very significant in a democracy. The role way for playing our democracy, not a picking role. So if you're not able to hit like commodity, the day we resign, we're going to call him again.
Why you go tell we say you call for an independent auditing? Where be say you as a parliamentarian can literally call this guy.
Kashi.
And again, just the way you go to section 86 too. Like 86.1 say the president may at any time summon a meeting of parliament. That's like 86.1.
And they only obey.
86.2 say, notwithstanding the provisions of subsection 1,
right,
at least 20% of all MPs, members of parliament, may request a meeting of parliament, and the speaker shall within
14 days.
14 days.
Yes.
After the receipt of the request,
absolutely,
summon a meeting of parliament.
Absolutely.
Come on, guys.
And Kashi, what is very important about that, it is the fact that the members of parliament, including Jerry Coco, get over 40%. APC get about 40% of the seats in parliament. 40%. This man for using majority where he gets. You go say they're in the minority because if you put the SLPP, NGC, and C4C together, then he's in the minority. But they say 20% on. If you already get 39.9%, it means you don't get over 20%. And you can call the members of parliament. Kashi, now tell Salon people, they don't understand. What do they talk about now? Over 250,000 people, their names were deleted from the voter register.
Yes.
250,000. This is 250,000. 250,000 people. Now they named it and delete so.
Madam, you only won the last election by 90,000 people.
Thank you.
That 250 million people, 250,000 is about 7% of the registrants them when they don't just vote.
Thank you.
That could be the winning number right there.
You remember yesterday? Matter of fact, what would they do with your deal with?
Kashi, sorry, Ibrahim.
Kashi.
The people in the tell this, I say I'm back yesterday. They still get them people in the data. They not delete. They want to know the reaction of Sierra Leoneans. They want to know the reaction of we political masters and the political parties. They want to know the reaction. Then guys here not test the water. They not delete them people in the then get them. They know because no evidence no day where they show see the people they register to them. They not get no evidence. We go substantiate see. Then guys here register twice. You know what's not the problem, Ibrahim? Then guys here you know say. A lot of people don't migrate, they don't come out from point A, go point B. Right. So because now the biometric registration will be due in 2018 elections. So if you be there in Akambia, then you decide say you come on Akambia, you come now na Makeni because you don't get job na Makeni. So when you come register now na Makeni, then they ask you what's your name. That some person in name will be don't appear na Kambia. They come appear back na Makeni. Now in them people they feel say the person na to them it don't register. No, the person no ever register.
People say not buy that excuse them. Not buy them. They want to use them as a scapegoat. They not buy that excuse them. Na lie they lie. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
You know the people that tell we say they say nobody no get that sabide for register to tell. They say nobody no able get that sabide for register to tell. And if you make that it comes back when you talk say that testilo and the testilo. People's power, they want testi water. Me not sabi that English. They mean that testilo that we use for. You know, yes, they want testilo. Yes, if they want testilo, we do
it goes back to like the point where you beat me on about Cherry Coco. And this not to say we call Cherry Coco, and even the kind of you don't care anyway. The reason why we call Cherry Coco because the APC stand chance now, and the only party where is genuinely or they oppose the SLPP now the APC because if you see NGC the thing there. How can Cherry Coco just say for call an independent audit into these numbers? Why can't you call like Mohamed Kanawe Kone from American Parliament and answer this question?
Kashi, the thing is, it is so stupid when you get an election coming within what Kashi, it's about 213 days left, probably 213 or so days.
I'll tell you now. Correct. Yeah.
So 213 days. And when are you going to set up an independent Exactly, thank you, brah. Who said you go set up an independent body? Kashi. Who said you go set up an independent body? Say then the constitute come together for begin do the findings and research for see how 250 names disappear. Now election or each so. Cherry Coco, call this man to the well of parliament now as the leader of the opposition. The press release is, you don't write press release, they didn't listen to you. Press release upon press release, they didn't listen to you. Nothing comes out of the press release. Finally, 250,000 names, 250,000 people's names were deleted from the voter register. This is the time now for call this guy to parliament to go and sit in the well of parliament for testify. AYV for Kovaram. 98 point for Kovaram. All the TV stations and radio stations for cover that here in there. We want for Yeri to explain to we how you feel say it's okay for delete 250,000 people. Let's allow people in Yeri and from Mohamed Kanawe connect. They all see.
Yeah, and the parliament should have like answers them back up, and the APC representative them will be kind of like go monitor this process, therefore don't kind of like feed them with information so they know the questions to direct at them. But you cannot tell us for just to make independent audit. Like audit, look it right. So when you audit something, you get to know the basis for which is that which are the standards where underpin that's in the way you go audit. Before you able to understand, say you don't fringe like or you don't kind of like go away from the standards. So what do you have to kind of like compare it to? Until you understand the basis, the APC people that will be representing now, go back and go kind of like understand what's really kind of like go on and what's the basis for deleting these people. But Ibrahim, this is supposed to be short. Maybe I think we should go to like this lawyer Rashidi business.
I got you, Kashi.
Kashi, just like what you would see now.
When you we lost people's power. And inside of reaching Saya back now, but anyways.
If you see that test, they say the opposition, the main opposition, not strong. If they see the main opposition not take any action against them, then they continue with them. And then people are where they don't pull so away now 256,988 people left. They all get a receipt. They all get a receipt. They don't know register to tell. None of them know register to tell. So when you say they get a receipt, the people that they don't remove, they don't know. The one they remove, they don't know who they remove. This is not the commitment game. We don't know. Exactly. You see, we don't know who they remove. But one thing they say, all the people in there where they say they don't remove, so they all then get the receipts according to NEC. Now, when you don't qualify, you don't go through the process. They don't say not to register. Now, once you register, now they issue the receipts, give you cash box. Where you go to supermarket for go do shopping, you go for go buy. Where you don't do all the payments, them everything okay, then give you receipts. Everything whether the receipt that they give you, they show say you qualify, you don't meet all the requirements them. Now they make them give that receipts. Then I make they tell people and say, let them all that receipts they be 24. This November, this 24, then go start the verification. Everybody go, then they go hang the list. Who side the register, go there back with your receipt. Then they go hang that list. They go watch if you name them at the list. Everybody they go watch if you name them at the list. If you see name no there now, was no say that this you key, but me no say no more. Then go back to the drawing board and then go ensure say, then go put 10 people in the back. Because if the ECSL, they're not giving the evidence of the people we register to and again for showing the evidence, and whether they show the evidence, that's substantial evidence, Ibrahim. You got for show all to the center them who side the person register to. You got for tell we say this person here, they go register na Cambia, then you come back, they go register na McKinney. This same person here, the date, the time, the official, where register that person there, the machine, everything you got for giving. Ibrahim, The one when I one green the way they register said Ibrahim Nadrodro, the registration was so slow. The process is so slow. Everything about that registration, the Ibrahim, is slow. Then they can't tell people and say, people and go register to them. Now, Chris, Mohamed Kone. Now, well, you know, well, they beg you. Then people and they not delete the it because me not say you not delete the it. I know say you not delete the it. I know. In the testilo no more catwalk. Like when they say this, I go testilo. In the testilo no more. You go imagine. Look what I watch Ibrahim in live yesterday. Where Ibrahim they do all the analysis them. You know, 256,988 people them. When you put Yom Kela in vote together, where it gets in 2018, you put Samsmana in vote, they put Yom Kela in vote. Now 261,734 people them. That's small difference. The total number of votes where Yom Kela gets now the 2018 elections. Now 174,014 people them. Now the total vote for Yom Kela gets in 2018 election, which means na 6.9% that one day. Then Southman votes where he gets now 87,720 people now 3.5% that day. Ibrahim, how you go couple one only region voters registration because this so certain districts then they said they not get up to 256,000 voters them eligible voters them. They not get them. You can't pull this kind of amount. So dear, would they beg you, Mame Kone, if you forget, or sometimes you don't drink. If you don't drink, you don't talk, or sometimes maybe you have the frustration in a house and all of them things that they do, I will beg you. Would they beg you, dear, would they beg? Go back, let you go talk what you go talk. You know, say you get case with me. You get case with me, where this case here we get with me. We want to see a document where the president make a proclamation. That proclamation where the president make.
Absolutely.
If you count the PR system up to this time, that document, I don't know if Ibrahim don't see
No.
I don't know if you don't show Ibrahim.
No.
I don't see that document.
We'll not see it.
Where they show who side the president make the proclamation. All of that things there. Now, for the ask people, they ask them questions. They ask.
Absolutely.
Now today, the same person where they can't talk for the president, where the president has to talk for himself, whether if we do a written or verbal, we don't see verbal, we don't see written, nothing.
Because Madam, you know, say it's teasing us.
Yes, you don't can't tell me now.
Yes.
Say 256,988 people. Now you just imagine. Then you get people who keep quiet about it. You get the Marcella Samba to say, no, you give them it. The elections watch. Then they give them thousands of dollars, millions of dollars for make sure say then go and observe all elections that really happen in this country. We know actions for them. But thank God today we don't see lawyers them. They know they come now. Now the public domain.
People's Power.
They talk about the issue. Over to you, Ibrahim.
Thank you, People's Power. That point say we reach so. We can branch to Lawyer Rashid, People's Power, but I'm disappointed in Lawyer Rashid as well, People's Power. And Sierra Leoneans should be disappointed in these guys because people like Lawyer Rashid, them for don't know from the get-go if they are not be inside this coup plot within the APC party for say the ruling official was unconstitutional for dissolve the executive of APC party. When you listen to Lawyer Rashid, People's Power, it make them very clear for say there was no democracy inside the APC party. So if Fisher ruling was very timely because it restored democracy inside APC, we all know say that is not correct, People's Power. People's Power, tell me, say there was no democracy inside APC based on which Lawyer Rashid talk because I can't bring in cash back. But just tell me first for say there was no democracy. You confirm and to me say inside the APC party, democracy not be there. When former President Nkrumah was the chairman of the APC as a political party. Talk to me real quick on that, just on that, People's Power, before we go deep inside this Lawyer Rashid talk.
Ibrahim, all of them people here, now they create problem, now the political parties. How you go see under the leadership of the former president in terms the way every as chairman and leader of the All People's Congress Party, we not get democracy. We APC be the old conventions them. We do so waiting with constitution. Tell we Ibrahim, this constitution they make it clear this 1995 constitution where APC be the use. That constitution, they tell me about elections or selections. Ibrahim, if the constitution tell me about elections or selections, then go select person. I don't think say now anything where but people then they see the facts and they see the reality. Reluctantly, then they ignore all of them things they do because they know what are the grounds, they know what they want to do. Now, what we constitution we tell we in 1995 constitution, it tell we say elections or selection. But Kubaku people them now the party, they know how be the old conventions them. Now different constituency, they different word them. So side and day, if we see say Kuskas one happen, if we see say Fet one happen, then they go consult themselves. In consultation, I make the selection they do them in consultation. Then they consult themselves, they say, you know what, before problem come and broker happen, Lord we do this particular and And this one, Lord, we select this post here, let it be according to the 1995 Constitution. Ibrahim, just like waiting somebody be they tell me, he said after Peter Conte, now one great person when Edgar Fisher now he put on the ITGC. Edgar Fisher no put on the APC party for say in a chairman of the APC party, he put on as chairman for the ITGC. Now the ITGC put on chairman for because as far as the APC concerned, this time around for Lord, we get a chairman. Now the party will go through the National Delegates Conference. Now the people the electorates them. Now people and they go vote for.
Thank you. People's power.
But for let people you see people they call themselves then are legal people and they
Thank
don't say APC no we get democracy and all of that. I don't know APC whether they talk about now so Ibrahim.
Thank you, People's Power. Because you see, now the point is People's Power, when you listen to Lawyer Rashid, a man who all respect so much, for let talk the way we talk, it shows so now then guy they support the illegality of Fisher for take over the APC party. Because how you go talk that kind of about day? How you go say there was no democracy inside the APC party? How you go say Fisher in ruling was justified? People's Power, it goes back to what me and Cash Fox will discuss before you come in. PPRC chairman, let it show we any correspondence, People's Power. Sometimes you tell me, or sometimes you see him. Usai PPRC chairman condemn the executive of former President Nkrumah Empire and the executive. Show me, People's Power. You get any document? You get any audio? You get video? Usai the PPRC chairman talks say the executive of the APC party was illegal. Because People's Power, the reason why they ask you this, I want you to understand. Say the PPRC chairman ain't get the power for regulate political parties. So if the executive of APC was illegal and unconstitutional, that means say the PPRC chairman ain't for don't blow the whistle first for tell the world say the executive of APC was illegal and unconstitutional. People's Power, is there any correspondence to the effect where you know of where the PPRC chairman condemned the executive of former President Nkrumah and say illegal?
Ibrahim, he not even gets the evidence. If Damade gets the evidence, let's bring the evidence down. Let's bring the evidence up. Lord, we all see him. Let it back him. You don't ever tell the APC party say, in fact, the APC leadership, this leadership, Ibrahim, the leadership wouldn't say it's not legal. Now the same leadership this way puts the constitution together. This leadership wouldn't say it's not legal. Now the same leadership this way go now McKinney, we go get a new constitution. This leadership wouldn't say it's not legal. Now the same leadership we put everybody together where we get elections now 132 constituency. We get elections now over 400 wards them. We put over 1,300 delegates them. We go now McKinney. Now this leadership wouldn't say it's not legal. Now in the PPRC give the mandate. They say now they for do all the elections they will make we go get new constitution. Ibrahim, if this leadership no legal, then we make constitution. When at that constitution they now they used to it, Ibrahim.
Thank you.
So then guys they all just different way for let them escape. Everybody they find excuses for make them put the blame on the former leadership of the party. But we know go Sidona Yasu, then guys they castigate the former leadership. Where this former leadership they tell them the day. If by them the day. Like when this Mohamed Kanao Kone, they don't go make this and 256,988 people for don't see the actions they will come.
Thank
but
you.
Right now, as we speak, Ibrahim, the All People's Congress Party no get leadership. Leadership no day. The party no get leadership. I'm telling you, Ibrahim, we will go very close to elections. Party no get leadership, Ibrahim. This is worrisome. Over to you, Ibrahim.
People's Power, I ask you these questions because you're a man on the ground, and for every cell union where they relate, where they at the ground, where you understand exactly. Because I want for break dancing there down to people. Simple. When you hear somebody they talk, una listen in depth. Una not just listen on top. Because we are people like what you say now, hey, I condemn the Chief Justice because I ain't get the blame point for this one. We are real than we agree, we accept, we understand. Then the brother begin go deep inside the conversation. Now them Maya, now they all light matches. Now them man they are all be feel say within the APC there was no constitution, there was no democracy. The people they don't take over the political party. They don't be believe say they for going to a convention where the people will go and go elect the leaders them. We for represent them in the APC party. The only thing will be left for APC now for open up and forget the conventions them. The ruling after Fisher, they don't declare say they don't get a new constitution. That was the end of the case. That was the only reason we make them go to court. That was the reason they say for take away the selection clause. After that, people like Lawyer Rashid Doumbouya, where people ain't get respect for. Rashid, people have respect for you. Now you don't can open yourself up. People don't can now say you are part of the problem. It look like say the lawyers then that will continue These people, they are building this clan, not to the Olo, because we get very few good lawyers them. Some they okay exclude. But it look like say the lawyers them. What they are doing is building a conclave around themselves. They're building this hegemony around themselves. Where you feel like for say they are all part of this corrupt thing where they happen inside the country at this particular point in time. Because how dare lawyer Rashid Doumbouya for can't tell we say the executive of the APC will not be democratic? How dare him? I go tell we say former President Nkrumah was the most peaceful president Sierra Leone has ever seen. For 10 years, no political prisoner, no detainees, nobody they can airport, they lock them up. They get conventions after conventions within the APC party. Tell me, say the people of the APC party elect them guy there. Tell me, say the people of the APC party elect Pians and they elect former President Nkrumah. Tell me, say they are loyal to these people to a fault. Tell me that is what you had a problem with. Then I can begin to understand. But this is because these guys have been with them for years. That in Sabi, that is the African mindset for we because of which in lack of education. So people become so loyal at some point. People hold people to then they call for President Nkrumah Messi. They get all kind of name. They say let the pan no go. The pan and they talk say I want go bo. I don't tire now. The videos are out there. The videos are out there. All kind of thing. Lawyer Rashid and the people and this will light the fire inside the APC. Then they run out the kind of treat the color. Fire. Because the fire on catch now. The fire on big pass. How they be expecting the fire no go big. Cashbox. That is the problem now. Yeah. Then guy they be lights this fire. Then they hope say them go overthrow the APC executive easy. And then they go ahead now get the conventions and everything. But then see say then they get a lot of resistance from the people because the people come for understand say the actions of the judge was unconstitutional. It was illegal. The judge not get that unilateral power day for dissolve the executive of a political party that was duly constituted and voted for by the people of the APC party. Then no dandy. Lawyer Rashid then support the ruling official. This was a conclave by lawyers. Then we come together. We go ahead and say, you know what, let's kick them out. They're not getting nothing. We go for do. If they all kick them out, they wouldn't come back. We wouldn't say let them appeal. They say no appeal. Cashbox, talk to me, my brother. The hypocrisy in the country. Who do you trust, Cashbox? Who do you trust?
Ibrahim, nobody, to be honest, to answer your question. Ibrahim, this very lawyer guy, in fact, all the points them way he raised about the people them way he for blame, blaming like the Chief Justice, where actually if he feels say Fisher is overwhelmed with workload, he's supposed to kind of like redistribute the job them really well because that's his role. But like what Comrade Kinde always say, Fisher is the face and camp can destroy APC because every political case that has to do with APC is sent to Fisher because like this Chief Justice gets implanted. Ibrahim, like the thing I have with the PPRC, if we go back to the PPRC, like if we get any civilized society, because Salon we're not civilized one. Not a way we put with consistent dog, we feel say we civilized. We make crisscross, we feel say we civilized. Ibrahim, if there any civilized society, if Fisher make this ruling about the APC being undemocratic, it means the PPRC, when they regulate the body them, the guy where they head PPRC should be fired because he is not capable. He is not competent enough for regulate political parties then. If Fisher will make this ruling and then suggest, say the PPRC boss should go, and for me understand, say, you know what, okay, it means like if they blame, if find something where the PPRC man ought for not find, and then like he say, and get rid of you, he make that suggestion there. But no, he left the PPRC man, they will be the regulate political party them, where be the regulate like an illegal executive of the APC, you left on there, but you tell the executive, say, no, make them stay. You even the MPs them like everybody else when they don't the illegal executive they don't appoint, you left them there. Then they continue to do their work. Ibrahim, this is a joke. Even the bar association where even this lawyer Rashid belong to, but any country like the world, when lawyers they don't know say like unconstitutionality don't they become like the thing of the day-to-day happening in the country. They stand up for protect the democracy, protect the rights.
Absolutely.
What do you expect, Ibrahim? The bar association, they end by all that. Like somebody is with that, Keketoma is with that. What do you expect? What do you expect?
Michael Swallow.
Exactly. What do you expect? These are the very bar association that we're supposed to protect the constitution. No, if you would not say the Chief Justice they do that kind of thing there, can you guys stand up against it? If I don't say Fisher, they do the thing there. Fisher, I see the lawyer, I see the talk. Say Fisher, go kind of like dissolve an executive because of selection clause or whatever you call them. Then they select another person. If I don't say that is wrong, who signed the Bar Association Day for challenge these things? If I don't say the PPIC man, 1 minute they regulate one side of the APC, but when it comes to other things, they say no, the court not give them the right to do that. They go commit contempt of court and all that. If I know all these things, why can't you guys stand up as people away for protect democracy? You see, Ibrahim, it goes back to the end where, like the end part where they talk. Anyway, where you blame Abdul Kago, I just be like, realistically, what are you talking about? What do you blame Abdul Kago for? He say Abdul Kago then for kind of like, condone certain things.
Can you imagine?
You see the shift. You see the shift of goalpost. You see the shifting of goalpost again, Ibrahim. You want stand for waiting, right? As a lawyer, you still talk say Abdul Kago for being a little bit tolerant.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Ibrahim?
God
you see,
damn it.
these are some the end where it talks say this is the thing that will go cause unrest in the country. And that is damn true. Ibrahim, only thing that the way he points out, everything else we've talked about in this platform, the only thing we will not talk about, like that was say, we blame Abdul Kago. Yes, we've criticized everybody within the 21-man committee. But for when you say you blame Abdul Kago because like it's supposed to be a little bit, what are you talking about what? Ibrahim, Fisher, just like I listened to People's Power in short audio, where Fisher, they America with his family and all that. So that vacation, they go, they make excuse for me.
Yes. Yes.
Go watch the chance
yes.
and all this rubbish. You see, Ibrahim, all these guys, Fisher, we keep to emphasize these things, Ibrahim. Fisher, tell the people and say, they tell the beg Evangelist Samson. People are all glad, hey, you have a go Peter Conte. After that, they have Peter Conte begin to do all that in them. I see like an audio, whether true or false, about like that guy wouldn't say, here, somebody they talk now in the background. And they talk, say, oh, anything where Alfred Peter Conte they talk, that Fisher they tell her. But then we not a secret. We know. Say, Alfred Peter Conte and that gent came out picking the area. Ibrahim, all these things that when they happen, if anything happen in that country, they may I tell you, Ibrahim, hey, Babatunde Edward, that guy, they don't forever see light. Fisher, they don't forever see lights in their life again. They put the parliamentarian there, but who they parliament? We don't want to judge them now, but they get to tell we waiting and talk inside parliament. All of these executive, they madam you they don't want to see light again if Salon want better. Because these are a bunch of looters and crooks that when they destroy that country. They find country where God make design them for making better.
Kashi, do you know why? Actually, you know what to make members of parliament in Ghana recently than someone in finance minister because at the back of their mind they get John Jerry Rawlings. They play at the mind. They know what happened in 1979.
Yes.
Know,
and this honestly, these guys them. Ibrahim, we need to teach people a lesson in that country. People and they destroy lives in that country. For men picking and doctors and they die, CT scan, MRI scan, no in that country. For men picking and they die, they say lights don't go, Ibrahim. These are the causes. Bad governance. People need to be held accountable with anything when they do in that country. Ibrahim, we need to correct Salon mistake. I'm telling you, I am getting frustrated. Ibrahim, sometimes I can say I regret knowing what I know now about Salon because it is depressing. It is very depressing, Ibrahim. And I'm not kidding. Because sometimes when you look at the potential of Salon and look how people in they live in that country, Ibrahim, seriously, they feel for cry. Because you get people like that lawyer, I see them. When yes, you talk half true. Like always the glass is half true or half full or half empty. They just do not know whether it's half full or half empty, Ibrahim. These guys are confused. These guys are destroying like the premise on which Salon stand, Ibrahim. elect waiting we get. I see they say President Bio they go launch motorcar them where China donate. Donation upon donation. Alaki upon alaki.
I'm telling you, they're rotting
You
motorcar
go
with China
ever do
no one.
business with Bigger Man, Ibrahim.
The rotting
You
thing
go ever
though.
do business with Bigger Man.
You know, Kashi, People's Power, Salon People. There's this documentary where they watch about this Qatar, the World Cup, how they host them. You know, when they get for build all the stadiums, where they get for build and everything. You know, the amount of manpower labor where they get for employ over 2.8 million immigrants, because the population of Qatar itself is about 380,000. These people are living the best lives ever you can ever think of. The average Qataris, they make not less than $20,000 a month. The country get money. These guys have money. They get one of the richest gas reserves in the world. They get you know,
$20,000 a month. Now, salon man from more than born until they die.
They die. They die. So Kashi, what then do? Then bring labors them from Africa, then bring from Nepal, you know, Southeast Asia, all the side in the Philippines, then bring them, come, abuse them, misuse them, then build all the stadium them for them and everything. And then they look the Qataris, the citizens, them, man. Where they gonna mall? It is like nothing is expensive. Now they mall them for them. You know, you see love where you look, listen to the leaders in the country. You see we love in the country for them people, them. They care about themselves. They don't care about other person. Kashi, People's Power, Salon People, for you own a business inside Qatar. And it don't matter if you don't do it 40 years. You always get a Qatarist citizen. A Qatar citizen where they over you. Now they get at least, now the owner of the business, it gets 35% of your profit every month. Kashi, I watched this documentary. I'm like, oh my God, we did now with country. We get Lebanese them. Not to say I want sway now. We get Lebanese them, Pakistani, Indian them. We then go abuse we brother and sister them. Then they abuse them. Leaders, none of them have ever, no leader no ever open a mind into that area. For say, you know what, now moving forward, any foreigner would come now country for establish business, a Sierra Leonean would be over that person day. Sierra Leonean for be on top of that business. No, I believe in that. Nationalism first. We own people them first, nothing can force. But anyways, that's besides the point. The reason why they mentioned Andy. Yes, sir. The reason why they mentioned Andy. Now because
we take the airport and over to Turkish them. We are the opposite side, Ibrahim.
Thank you.
We take the airport, we hand over to Turkish people. Now then they determine with security status now this country.
Absolutely.
The Turkish them. We take all we marine wherever they call them. We take them. We hand over all to Turkish. Then they see all who say ferry. Then they go and come now this country. You know, Ibrahim, this country, Marabio, don't come totally make this country. Don't go back. Don't reverse we, they don't take we. In fact, the reverse gear we don't put we. You need to mask the brake safe. I see don't put we reverse gear. Just they press their straight or no more with the bien. Parabio don't can do now this country, Ibrahim. When you go now Black Johnson, you go now John Obi, you go now number 2, you go now all them places then they now side them way and Escuma nobody allow people for go build houses them, people for go mine stone. Ibrahim. That hills then they all will begin at them places. Then they hills then they all done. The Chinese people them. Then they mine the rock them. Then they plug the rock they like timber. Then they cut the rock they like say a timber. Where you see the shape of the rock them. You go feel say a timber. Where you go na Black Johnson, Ibrahim. Where you go see the hill and then a Black Johnson. You go left for see how the country be beautiful. Now today, go na John Obi, go na Black Johnson, go na number 2, go na Bobo. All them places then they hill and they all the hill and they don't for them. Chinese people don't well. All the hills and the Ibrahim. This matter be for in pocket. You know, Ibrahim, over to you.
You know, People's Power. You see that point in Cashbox, People's Power. If anybody don't mark anything by this message or this today, when I think about the long-term effect Cashbox, whether nigga forget on we. When I remember the mudslide will be happen, it might take 10 years, 15 years. Without any SLPP not good in power. I want to let every Sierra Leonean think of this. They ill and the way people they talk, so they don't go cut all the rock them. They rock them the way they support the soil, where they support the land. They rock them, they know the day again. So the land they become loose. Now on a mountain, that one in there. Every rain over the next few years, the soil they weaken, the soil they weak, the ground they weak, all we get for gets back now. What a massive mudslide. We get for worse past what be happening in 2014. That is the effect where I want to think about. So mark this audio. It could be 10 years today, 15 years, 20 years. Now another government, maybe the APC government get for in the power.
Then Ibrahim,
that.
This president to get the bold mind, he gets the guts for go sidom. He say he gonna summit when a climate change summit. This man they gonna climate change summit.
Thank you.
He destroy the country, he deforesting country.
Because
he quell the ill Ibrahim. That Black Johnson Day, where you see the ill, where you come on at that place, the Black Johnson John Obey, where the Canadian place, the Ibrahim, you see the hills, them where you dey inside vehicle, they drive along that road, then Ibrahim. The place, now so the forest, the thick, now so the place be so beautiful. The place fight for look. You see some guys, them, some white guys, them way, them the Canada number 2 beaches, the way they drive till they reach them places, and they Ibrahim. You they see them, they break, then they take them cameras, them begin snap, then they take photos. But today, Ibrahim, if you go na them places, then don't pull all their forest, then in fact, all the hill they stone in a Chinese man they now they don't take over. If you see the amount of machine them, where they are that they pull we hill step, imagine Ibrahim, waiting to happen just like we they talk about for the next 10, 15, 20 years, Ibrahim.
Power. You know what you do? The people, stakeholders, them like lawyer Rashid Doumbouya, you go say, okay, the human rights lawyer, but they are saying these things. Parliament, we are the supreme legislative authority. We get the authority for call the government now, say, waiting they happy, why didn't the mind and stone there? They're not go do harm. These are the people we task with the responsibility for protect future generations here unborn. They don't fail they failed us. But you know, some people would left this message now, because I gotta go. But we'll come to on back another day. Take care of yourself, everybody. Bye-bye.